Today we are talking about multifamily, stock market, and Bitcoin. People love the idea to have, there is a rush. You buy Bitcoin and it's going up, up, up. Isn't it great? What if it goes down? So I want to talk about Bitcoin, I want to talk about multifamily, and stock and Bitcoin, I would say it's the same thing. They go together. All right. Multifamily, we were supposed to talk about the T12. We are going to push it for next week. The T12, T3, the difference between T12 and T3, income and expense for property, that's going to be covered next week. We're going live to you guys almost every single day, Monday through Friday, between 12 and 1 o'clock. Okay, you ready to go? All right, so multifamily in stock, Bitcoin, okay? You know, Bitcoin, can you live inside a Bitcoin? I know it sounds silly. Can you live inside a stock market? Of course not. Multifamily is something you can touch and feel. Don't you like that? I do, for one thing. You know, the good thing about stock market, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, there is a very good advantage about stocks and Bitcoin. Number one, you can start with very little money. You can invest in stock market or Bitcoin, very little, maybe $100. I mean, that's huge. I get it. Number two, it's got a high liquidity. What does it mean? That means if you need to go tomorrow to sell, boom, go to the market, right away you get your money. Unlike real estate is not liquid. Can you sell in real estate? Of course you can sell real estate, but you can't get your money the same day, like stock market. And then of course, you do have a big upside in the stock market and crypto. There is a huge upside for when it comes to Bitcoin or stock market. For those of you who just joined us right now, we are talking multifamily versus Bitcoin and stock market. Bitcoin move very fast. By the way, because Bitcoin moves so fast, it can also go fast the other way. So we don't like that, right? You can start very little. You can put maybe $50. $100 you can buy Bitcoin or stock market. As opposed to real estate, you need more money. Also, it's very liquid. Your money is very liquid. So those are the main thing about the stock market and Bitcoin. Liquidity is there right away. You want to get out, you sell right away, and you can start with very little money. However, very high volatility that can work for you or against you. Now we're talking stock market. For those of you who join us right now, we are talking, multifamily. Now we're talking multifamily. So the multifamily, and by the way, let me just finish up a couple more things about the stock and the Bitcoin. You don't have control. What does it mean? You cannot control what the market does. You don't even know, you're just relying on a tip, or you rely on a broker to execute for you. There's no control. Number two, market give no mercy. And let's say you want to sell, again, this is all about stock right now, right? We're going to talk about multifamily in a minute. Market give no mercy. What does it mean? You want to sell your stock and a stop loss. You can have slippage, big. What does it mean? Let's say the stock trading at 30. And then you want to get out if it goes down to 28. It can take you down at 25 because it goes down so fast. No mercy. Number three, and this is big. When you're doing a stock market or Bitcoin, you don't have what they call force. You don't have a speculation game. What does it mean? You go to the Bitcoin, you go to the stock market, okay? It's about, you speculate. You hope it's going to go up. Maybe you want to pray, hopefully it's going to go up. Maybe you're going to get some good news with the economy, it's going to go up. Interest is going to go down, stock potentially going to go up. Not to mention, by the way, just so you know, if the interest rate goes down, does that mean stock is going up? Stock market already did go up with the news that rates are going to go down days earlier. Does that make sense? So you really cannot go by that. So again, you rely on luck, and I don't like to. And when I buy something, I want to do my homework. You want to buy stock market for long term because the market went down a little bit, and you can buy it for long term and hold on to it. That's a conversation. But if you want cash flow, consistently cash flow every single month, you're not gonna have that. And that's what we're talking about when it comes to multifamily. Multifamily, you're going to have monthly cash flow. Stock market, you don't have that. You don't have cash flow every single month. That's a fact. You know, you'll be able to control your assets. You know what it is. You can feel it. You can touch it. You can go visit it. Stock market, you don't have that. You just don't. You know, you can do a forced appreciation. And by the way, this is big. What does it mean, forced appreciation? You know, when you buy an apartment building, it's up to you to raise the rent. And how do you raise the rent? By improving the assets, from curb appeal to install of the units. And that tells you that's how you create value. You create value in the market. And now rent goes up. You can't do that with stock market. Stock market, you have to wait for the market to react, for the price to go up. No matter what you do, you can jump up and down. It's not going to happen. For those of you who just joined us right now, we are talking about stock market, we are talking Bitcoin, we are talking multifamily. Volatility. You know, when you do stocks and crypto, it's tremendous volatility. Tremendous. Not necessarily good. It's good if it goes up, not when it goes down. You have to have the stomach for it. Unless you buy a Bitcoin and a pullback, and a nice pullback, 20% pullback, 25% pullback, you are taking a risk, and you're basically you're buying crypto because everybody else is buying it. We don't buy real estate because everybody's buying real estate. We buy real estate and a pullback. The same thing you want to do if you insist on doing stocks and crypto, always buy and pull back. Liquidity. It doesn't have the same liquidity. I admit, real estate is not liquid. Stock market is liquid. You can get your money right away if you want to sell, but it's a high risk. Where do you actually build wealth? Can you build wealth for the stock market with crypto or multifamily? The answer is obvious. Multifamily is where you can build wealth because it's always, real estate always appreciate. You have cash flow coming in every single month. You have appreciation every single year with your tax return. Stock market, you buy and you wait and you hope for it to go up. So for me, I prefer multifamily. If you do stock market long term, it's not bad, but you're not gonna have the cash flow, and you are gonna have big volatility, where it's up or down. You need a stomach for it. I'm not going to lie to you. Today, again, for those of you who just joined us, we are talking multifamily, we are talking Bitcoin, we are talking stock market. Bitcoin, I get so many phone calls every day, should I buy Bitcoin? And I'm asking, why do you want to buy Bitcoin? Because it's going up? Am I buying real estate because real estate is going up, or am I buying real estate because the numbers make sense and I'm buying it on a pullback? The same thing with you guys. If you insist on buying Bitcoin or stock market, do your homework. Do not rely on a broker. Do I rely on a broker when I go to buy real estate? The broker tells me, you know what, buy this real estate, it's going to go up. How does it go up? I think I have a hinge, it's going to go up. Of course not. But the stock market, you might have a broker that you use and tells you, you know what, I have a tip for you. And you know what, that's okay. But if the brokers had an answer, if they have the answers for everything, why the broker? They can just buy themselves. Nobody has answers. Do I have the answers for real estate? I do not. However, I buy my property, and so you should too, based on your experience and based on what you build onto it, based on what you've done before. If you did 20 units and you made money, you can do it again and again, and you learn from your mistake when you do the small units. You always want to start small, by the way. Never start big. I myself started small. I never started big. And you make a mistake on small properties. People are going to tell you, you're not going to make a mistake, just go buy 200 units, buy 300 units because someone gave you money to do it and whatnot. And you need to be very, very careful. If this is your first deal, always want to start small. So we are talking still about controlling assets. And what do you get with multifamily that you don't get with the stock market? First of all, you get real assets that you can touch, you can feel. You get land. How about it? You get a land. You get a place you can call home. Hey guys, look at me, I own this. You don't have it in the stock market. Every schmuck out there can buy stock. Okay, I mean, that's a fact. I don't look down on that, but those are the pro and the con. Yes? You know, you get your rent paid every single month, and you're able to make the market. If you're a good operator, you raise the rent. Yeah, you put a brand new kitchen, you deserve to get more rent. You put a brand new floor, you deserve to get no rent. Again, it's all about value add, what you done to the property. I got news for you. Some cases, if you're a great operator, you don't have to do anything, rent goes up every single year. Certainly in red state. Blue states are a little more difficult because you are exposed to local laws. Blue states, some don't really allow you to raise the rent more than 3%, maybe 4%. So we highly recommend that you guys invest in red states. Forced appreciation. I know I sound like a broken record, but you increase your NOI, you increase your value. How do you increase what is the NOI? NOI is the net operating income. You have the income, your rent coming in, you charge paid fees, application fee, move-in fees. You have the income, and then you have the expenses right underneath. We're gonna have another class about breakdown of the expenses. Income minus expenses give you the net operating income. So the higher the income, the higher the net operating income is. And this is what the value is. The more the net operating income going up, the more of the value is just indeed increased in your property. And by the way, why not leverage with the bank? And as an example, let's say a property costs $1 million. You don't have to come to the bank to the closing with $1 million. No way! You come to the closing with 25% down, maybe 30% down. The bank will do the rest. How beautiful is that? This is how wealth created. The stock market, if you want to buy $1 million in stock, you got to count at least 50% to get into the to buy in margin, and that's very disturbing because it can move very fast, and if it goes the wrong way. And even in, you can tell me, is there any guarantee in multifamily? There's no such thing guarantee. But multifamily, human beings always need a place to live. So even if the rent does not go up and it stays the same, even if the rent went down a little bit, you wait until it goes up, because multifamily always will do good, will do better. Good economy, bad economy. At the end of the day, sometimes you might have to wait a little bit, but it's important to buy in good location. Do not buy multifamily in a distressed location where the population is going down. We're going to have another class about that too. Then we're talking about tax benefit and 1031 exchanges. Just imagine you're making profit on your apartment building and you don't want to pay taxes. I don't blame you. No one wants to pay taxes. Although every day is a good day in America if you're paying taxes. So what you do, you take the money, you take the profit from the multifamily that you made, and you buy another property with that money. You're paying zero money in taxes. How about refi? How about you don't sell the property and you refinance the heck out of it, you get your money back, and now you're getting cash flow every single month. For those of you who just joined us right now, we are talking multifamily, we are talking stock market, we are talking Bitcoin, and there are different level of risk for each instrument. I myself prefer, obviously this is a multifamily, but I never said stock is bad. The stock market is not bad, Bitcoin is not bad, but you need a bigger, a strong stomach, a very strong discipline as well for when it comes to stock market or Bitcoin, because you can move very fast. I don't like something to move very fast. I like it slow and steady. You always hear the expression, slow and steady win the race. So we definitely like multifamily real estate. You can feel it, you can touch it, you can visit it, you can be proud of it. You can go in and you make the tenant happy. And by the way, when you give good service for your tenants, the tenant pay it back. They pay your rent in time. They can appreciate, and that's what you want to see, because that's what I want to see. And you guys, if you have any question, we're gonna go to the end. People come in question. Daniel,
you want to bring someone on video?
you
want to take questions?
We can take videos too. Absolutely.
All right, Ralph, we're gonna add you in right now. I know you wanted to ask a question.
Yes, sir. Coming in, okay. And right, got it?
Hey, Ralph, what's going on?
How are you again? It's me.
How are you?
Okay. Hey, how are you?
Great, excellent.
Okay, so yeah, I even wrote some things I wanted to ask. So the crypto, you're full right about it, but when you said volatility, you could do a delta. You could sell the volatility and collect on the delta for it. But you are totally correct in terms of it, and also assuming Jerome Powell is stating that we're data dependent on jobs report. If he's data dependent on jobs report, whoever has crypto, they're gonna sell it to live. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but
they're gonna need it as a utility.
Right. But you understand, I'll give you an example, okay? So, next week there is a big meeting, right, for the interest rate, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's saying that it's going down, right? But 0.25%, right? You understand the market already calculated that, right?
Yeah. It's all pre-calculated.
Thank you very much. Thank you, so. So a lot of people, why? You know what? That same day they go, let me buy stock market now, Bitcoin, because rates went down. They don't get it.
I totally get it. And then also the ROI on it is like you put $100,000 to make 100%. That means he has to go to $200,000, but full valuation based off of it. And then you have Michael Saylor, who's like putting off all these tickers too to leverage his companies to buy it to get an average price of 70. Yeah. Anyway, that's another story. Anyway, I have my question I have is this. Okay, so through businesses, there's 232 loan programs and SBA 504s, and what I was saying, what I was saying, is there grants and stuff that that maybe that aren't out yet that you could get to build 28 units? And from what I understand is that if you have assisted living and VA and housing for seniors, and if it's a nonprofit, you could get additional grants of $250,000 from the state, which is HUD. And if you do get a 232 loan program, they're non-recourse and there's no bad boy carryout. If you wanted to go around that and get those grants,
right?
Do you recommend building a 28 unit and having VA assistance, senior housing, and assisted living incorporated in all the 28 units so you could get all those grants?
Right.
Or is it better? And let me also say one more thing.
Sure, yeah.
And also, from what I'm understanding too, is if you do assisted living, there's a subcategory too that they have where if people who have dementia, there's additional pay that they allow you to gain from it, and you could get grants from. So what I'm asking is, how can you structure the 28 units where you can incorporate all those, get the 232 loan program because it's non-recourse, and you could get all the other grants too, which the state, county, and even federally that they give you.
Right. So this is one from ground up. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So this is ground up, meaning the 28 unit. It's already existed. You have to build it from ground up.
You have to build it from ground up.
So number one, you have to So you have to make sure that you put exact expense of today. The cost of living, the cost of construction is very high. I don't like development.
Isn't it 240 a square foot, right? From what I'm getting.
It can be anywhere. Depends on the luxury. Depends on the location. It can be anywhere from 200 to 300, even more. And people don't show up to work and whatnot because they want to get bigger deal. But if you have the opportunity, you have the grant. If the government help, why not? Why not do it? You can start. Go ahead.
Yeah, so just a little background. I got DPA assistance, well, for my wife. We're not married yet because I'm trying to structure it myself. I got 5% down on the new house. I got $62,000 of free money at 5 years, which is forgivable. And that's the only reason why I bought a house. I did that for myself and then for my wife, and then now we're getting married.
That's good. Listen, it's all about leverage. It's all about leverage. I love it.
So what I'm trying to do is, and then fun fact, the realtor, I kind of negotiated it, but I kind of like my realtor, as though I did all the work.
Right.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to help her because I'm really good at finding grants and free money.
Right.
I'm trying to ask you that, is it better to incorporate VA, senior housing, and assisted living in all 28 units, or is it better just to branch and just do assisted living and that's it?
I will just do assisted living because it's too much otherwise.
Okay, so just standard as
Correct.
assisted living and that's it.
Remember, it's a business though. You're ready for it, right?
Yeah, well, I'm getting into real estate. This is all self-understood. My background is I'm a commercial pilot, but I'm just
Right.
I'm relearning it myself and trying to help her out so that way I learn and then I can start doing into creative finance and doing
I love it.
contracts.
But number one, thank you for keep coming on live. You're great. You're following us. We love it, and we really appreciate it. Are you still a pilot, or you're not? That was you retired.
Unfortunately, I have hypertension and I have a heart murmur, so I have to transition to do something else.
I'm sorry about that.
Commercial real estate. I love negotiating.
Right.
I would love to negotiate over a penny.
Right.
If I have leverage.
Right.
I have to analyze the leverage.
Right.
First, before I can do that.
Right.
That's why I'm still doing this, you know.
Right.
But yes, I am a pilot. I can teach, but I can't do commercial because
Right.
you need a first class. And
Right.
I can't get my first class because of my heart.
This is industrial.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I know, sucks.
Yeah, I mean, like the industrial. Else thing is multifamily. You know.
Yeah, no, we want to know, but I give advice on everything. That's great. But listen, keep up the good work, and let me know what you did, okay?
Okay. For doing it, yeah. And then another thing I want to say this too is, for besides SBA 504 loans, which are non-recourse,
Right.
do they do? Is there any other loans besides SBA 504 loan and 232 loans?
I don't know. Right. So I don't know if there are. I can get back to you on that, but.
Okay.
We mostly deal with multifamily, so I know the different. You can ask me about that. I can talk to you all day about multifamily loans. But the SBS loan, right, is good, and yeah. But if you're getting some relief from the government, why the heck not, right?
Yeah, and what I noticed is these nonprofits that have them, because I'm based in Arizona, so these nonprofits that some of them who get $200 to $250 or even $300,000
Right.
in grants, they're registered as nonprofits,
Right.
Because they get that grant. They can't be for profit.
Right.
So it's just interesting, and I just wanted to know your input so I could possibly get into this.
Absolutely. But let me know what you did, okay?
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the call.
Thank you. Bye. We love him. He keep coming on live with us. Yeah. Anybody else's question? Yeah. So we're talking about the gentleman wanted to know about assisted living facility, and My only, my only issue with that is that the development from ground up can be very tricky because the cost of construction keep going up. I wish he found a value at 28 units. I want to tell him that. I forgot to tell him, maybe he can hear me. At an existing 28 unit to convert to assisted living facility, I'm much more comfortable than building it from ground up. Okay. Do you have any remarks? Anybody coming in?
Let's see. What do you find to be the most exciting and the most concerning aspect of crypto? How do you see the role of Bitcoin in the global economy in the coming years?
Unfortunately, I don't want to mislead anybody. I'm not so familiar, not too much with crypto. This is a real estate platform, but I do know that people do say crypto is the next level. Crypto is that's gonna replace the dollar, the currency, yes, and they tell me it's going up. You know, it's the type of thing I don't like to go to buy something because somebody tell me it's going up. Yeah, I see it's going up, and what if it crashes? So we don't. Same thing with stock market. If you're going to be long term, you should be fine, very long term. But you're not going to have the cash flow, the monthly cash flow. You're not going to have the appreciation necessarily, and you can't exchange it for another property or another assets for free if you use 1031 exchange. So those are the advantages of doing real estate as opposed to crypto or stock market. Right? For example, let's say you buy 100 units, right? Now you raise the rent $100 a month. That's it, yes? That's $10,000 a month in no income. Imagine that, $10,000 a month in no income. You can do this with Tesla. You cannot. So it's really, there is a big advantage why people go into multifamily over and over again, while the stock market is more of a long-term, very long-term, no cash flow. Anybody else coming in? Mr. Daniel? No. Yeah, so we're talking, today we talked about multifamily, we talked about stock market, we talked about Bitcoin, and I will not, I admit, the liquidity, guys, liquidity will come to stock market and Bitcoin is instant. As opposed to multifamily, you're going to have to wait. That's a big one, but it's a much less of a risk when it comes to multifamily. Something you can feel, you can touch, you can visit, you can be proud of. As opposed to stock market, the stock market, most people, this is my honest opinion, my humble opinion, most people buy stock market because of a tip. And most people get involved with Bitcoin because they see it's going up, so they think it's going to continue to go up. So that's a myth. I mean, you hope it's going to continue to go up. What if it goes down? So we like to buy based on probability, not based on luck, and not based on tip. Certainly, we don't want to rely on anybody else. Tip, you have to do your own homework, whatever it is. Whether if you insist of doing Bitcoin, stock market, you need to do your own homework. And when you do multifamily, you basically see how do you buy multifamily? You look at the rent, you look at the comps, you look at the deal, you look at the numbers, and you execute. How about let the lender, let the bank leverage your money? You need to buy a property, $1 million. You don't need $1 million to buy a property. You only need a percentage of it, and let the bank do the rest. Okay, very good. I think it's coming to an end. We are going next week. We're going live again Monday, Tuesday. We are going to talk about other subject relating to real estate, relating to multifamily, and we encourage you guys to come in every day, almost every day during the week, 12 to 1 o'clock. We are talking real estate, and if you have any question regarding that subject, we'll be happy to answer. And you can always DM me. We're always available for DM, We love all our viewers, and I love the idea that people actually do execute. And people, I get a DM every day about the uses my formula, the 1% rule, for example, and people actually make money. That's what you want to see. I don't have any dog in this fight. I want you guys to see. I want to see you guys making money.